this is really good start. You felt it, so this energy awakened, and which, you know, means that things are starting to move in the right direction, what we're teaching here. But it takes time sometimes to reach really deep meditation. It can happen, and it can happen once, but it might not happen the next time, you know, because it really depends on how, in what condition our chakras are. If the road is fully opened, light, you know, then your energy, this Kundalini energy, will have more power to bring you into this kind of meditation. But and if not, you know, then it will take time to clear. It's also connected to our day-to-day things. So if you have maybe a difficult day or something, it can work against that too. But slowly we learn how to understand our chakras, how to feel them on our hands, how to clean them, clear them, and then get into this state.
So is meditation actually helping to clear the chakras, or is there a separate process for that?
No. Yeah, it goes hand in hand. So, but this energy, you know, Kundalini energy is the one helping us clear the chakras. There's also specific techniques that we can use to accelerate this process. But yeah, it goes hand in hand. So when we reach this state where we can be in meditation, that's the state when we don't think, right? There are no thoughts, but our awareness is fully there. So we're completely aware of what's going on, but there are no thoughts. So in that state, also our Kundalini is the strongest, and she also helps clear these chakras even more. So do you see how, like, it just works together? It's not a separate process. Yeah.
It makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. But, you know, it takes time to reach this full thoughtless state without any thoughts. Because since we were born, I don't know exactly what's happening with us when we are babies, but, you know, soon we really start thinking. We're taught to think. We have to think and plan and all that. So this is a little bit of an opposite of process that from what we're used so far. So it is maybe take some time to adjust, but don't forget, you know, there's always this state without thoughts comes in short moments. Then those moments expand. All right, so don't be disappointed too much. Allow yourself to, I don't know, give yourself some time to experience this again, because this energy that you have felt on your hands and on top of the head is really there. It's just that sometimes you won't be able to feel it this much. Sometimes she won't be able to clear your chakras this fast, you know, like that. But she's there taking care of you. It's like a motherly energy. So it also won't just shoot up no matter in what condition your chakras are in. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Actually, today we'll have a talk. We'll talk today about the second chakra. So the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is actually the chakra of creativity, but this is the creativity of this pure love. And we'll have actually an unusually large amount of Shrimataji's talk today. We'll first listen to a talk where she talks about an excerpt of her talk where she talks about the second chakra and the problems that come from overthinking and over planning. So the right Swadhisthana chakra, so the right side of the second chakra, and then also a little bit of the left side, but mainly, and then the second lecture that we'll listen to, or her talk, it's about this chakra at its best, the power of this chakra of creativity, which, you know, it's the creativity of love and spontaneity, pure, how should I call it? Like the creativity that comes from an idea that's not made of working hard and all these right side activities. And so it doesn't result in a larger ego. All right. So for that, I don't know, because anyone who's joined also up until now, if you're for the first time, you probably don't know, but in this session, on Sunday session in the side room, we always do foot soaks. This is, you only need a bucket for large enough for your feet to fit in, some salt to recreate this kind of we could say an ocean or the sea. Salt is part of the Mother Earth, so the earth element, and then the water element. We use those two to clear, and that also helps us a lot. So this is one of these techniques I was talking earlier about that help us clear our chakras. So Rahul, do we have oh yeah, here's the picture of how it looks like. Yeah.
Have I still got time to run it quickly? Or...
You definitely do, yeah.
Yes, okay, I'll go get it.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah, whoever is joining for the first time, if you have all the ingredients, so some salt, a bucket, and then also get like a pitcher or empty water bottle to rinse your feet afterwards and a towel to dry them. But this is a technique we do always in the side room, and it's extremely beneficial. It really helps us clear chakras and feel then our vibrations better. Yeah. So even though some people may be getting their foot soaks ready, I want to say a few more things about the second chakra now, unless there's any someone having some questions. All right. So Rahul, can we get the chakra chart? Okay. So I just want to say a few things about the Swadhisthana chakra also so it's going to be easier for you to follow Shrimataji's talks later on topic of this second chakra. So this chakra, physically, it will be on our abdomen. We'll put our hand on our abdomen, but below the belly button. And it's a chakra, as it says here, of creativity, of this pure inspiration that comes to us when we can create something with vibrations and all that. But it's also the beginning of our right side. And probably many of you already know that the right side is that side of action in us, which ends on the left side of our head in ego, in this balloon that we call ego. And what logically means that more we are active, more we work, we end up usually developing larger ego because we are usually planning more. We're also very proud of what we do, otherwise we wouldn't do it. We may get really good pay, or other people may admire us for that. So this all kind of starts piling up and bloating this balloon here. But this Swadhisthana chakra, if we use it correctly, gives us this energy of creating and working and establishing a really balanced right side where this ego doesn't take over. And that's when we have the ability to actually understand that not everything is in our hands, that we can be spontaneous, we can allow this kind of inspiration to come to us. And meditation, of course, helps, because when we are in meditation, we feel our own energy that we probably were not aware of until now, rising, clearing our chakras. We feel it exiting on top of the head. We feel that also on our hands. We start realizing that there's chakras in us, and we can also feel this power of all-pervading power, this love of all-pervading power, plus the power of our own Kundalini. And we can slowly, through experience, start surrendering our problems, our desires, our action also to our Kundalini, or to this all-pervading power. And when this works out, we can actually become very dynamic people, full of ideas, inspirations, extremely creative. Whatever we create, it can have great vibrations. It can actually, let's say, if we work with pottery, the pottery can, like, people eat from or drink from these kind of cups, they can feel the vibrations of the food. All these things are possible. We can transfer these vibrations into matter also. But it takes time. Yeah. So this is not something we would understand at the beginning, but it's really a wonderful chakra. And yeah, here Rahul put meditation lead experiences. So my experiences with these chakras, especially when I'm working with other people, are more from the left Swadhisthana chakra. Left Swadhisthana chakra is where we say that we accept the pure knowledge, the truth, whatever is real, we want, not some illusions, some fantasies, some isms, nothing fanatical, just whatever is real, whatever really works for us, for our beings. And one thing I have to say, and we'll also listen just shortly at the end of first talk about that, is what Shrimataji calls as false gurus, the knowledge that we get from false gurus. So these are people who claim they know about spirit, about spirituality, sometimes also about Kundalini, but they don't really do it. It's just talk. And sometimes they teach us techniques that are not really taking us anywhere, at least not anywhere where we want to go, to some kind of improved level. We can really go down with some of these techniques. And among them are also visualization, which can be very difficult for our Agya chakra, or some kind of a mantra repeating situation. Again, we can end up very much damaging the sixth chakra. There's also, I mean, there's so many of these techniques that are mental, and they don't, or otherwise using some energies, either just from the left or from the right side, and they end up hurting people. And that's why we also always ask in Saja Yoga for people who join us to give some time only for Saja Yoga. So to, for a while at least, and not do other techniques, or not mix techniques that they have learned on other spiritual practices when we try and meditate together, because that can really hinder your growth, your spiritual growth. And I've seen a lot of that now when I'm working with here, like, you know, with people, not over Zoom, but in live situations. And it's kind of sad, because sometimes these techniques can really hurt them, but they don't want to understand. So yeah, but this is one thing I wanted to express as my experience working with people, that it's really important to, at least as an experiment, say, okay, now this is the only thing I want to try, no other things. All right, so let me see now if we can, yeah, we should, I think, start now, begin our meditation. And because we have today some people that have joined us for the first time, I will only explain what we do at the beginning of our meditation, and I hope everyone's foot soaks are ready. So foot soak, salt inside, some water at the side to rinse your feet, and towel. So Rahul, can we get the slide on how to raise our, okay. So before every meditation that we do this little exercise. We raise our Kundalini and we put ourselves into Bandhan. And also all the way at the end of our meditations, we do the same thing. This is, raising of Kundalini, this is simple, right? Before we sit down, we bring our attention to ourselves, and then we do that. We awaken our Kundalini, because since last time that we have sat down for meditation, it's most likely our Kundalini is dormant again. So we need to bring our attention back to her. And with these simple moves that I'll show you, we can awaken her. And then we also put ourselves into Bandhan 7 times. We draw like a horseshoe shape over ourselves to give protection to our chakras, to give this kind of a subtle protection to our chakras. Now, why this works is because now once our energy is awakened and we felt it from our hands also, this energy, these vibrations are flowing. So even though we don't see, or it's not material, the protection we put around ourselves, it's still there, and it helps us. It allows us to kind of isolate ourselves from surroundings which may have great vibrations or not, but it will protect us from difficult vibrations, so from something bad. All right, so let's start by sitting very comfortably. We're having this foot soak in front of us, ready to put our feet in, but let's not do that yet. And we can close our eyes. Of course, if you don't know what we're doing and you need to look, of course, just open up your eyes. So, but otherwise, just so you can allow your attention to be on yourself and not on surroundings, it's better to keep your eyes closed. And we can take a deep breath in. And when we exhale, we can allow the muscles on the head and on the face and on the neck, shoulders to relax. And again, let's breathe in and allow these tensions to go when we breathe out. One more breath. And we breathe out. Now we'll lift our left hand, we'll just be lifting it from our first chakra till above the head. So we're only lifting the left hand, and we'll spin the right hand around it. And if you're not sure what these moves are now, don't worry, we can share a video with you so you can learn that slowly also later. So just let's raise Kundalini. You can ask Mother Kundalini, please rise. And second time we do 2 knots. And then we do the same kind of movements third time also. And we'll do 3 knots. Now we'll put ourselves into Bandhan, draw this kind of protection. From the left hip, we go over the head to the right hip and back. And our attention is now on the first chakra. Now we bring our attention to the second chakra. We can ask Mother Kundalini, protect my second chakra. Then the third chakra. Then the fourth, heart. Now Vishuddhi, that's the fifth chakra in the throat, chakra in the head, sixth one, and finally for the seventh chakra on top of the head. And when we finish, if we feel like, we can bring our hands together and give a bow to this motherly energy within us. Now we'll take the right hand and let's just do 7 circles in clockwise direction over our footsoak water. This is how we also improve or give this special quality to our water so it can suck more problems from our chakras. And then we place our feet nicely inside. Now, as I said, today we'll have a little bit different meditation. We'll have 2 excerpts of Srimataji's talk. And the first one we'll have during our foot soak session. So let's start by first balancing our left side by putting our right hand towards Mother Earth. So the right hand now goes towards Mother Earth. The left hand is nicely placed on the lap. And we can ask, Mother Earth, please suck in all the problems of my left side. Please take out all negativities from this left channel. Mother Earth, please remove all the nostalgic ideas I have, fantasies, and please remove all my mental staying in the past, not allowing myself to live in the present, but being too much preoccupied with the past. Please remove all this heaviness that comes from my left side and the emotional heaviness or any heaviness that I'm carrying still from any past adventures. Now we'll bring our right hand back on the lap and we'll lift the left hand up into the air so the palm is turned backwards. And with this hand, the left hand, through this left hand, will surrender all the heat of our right side into the ether element or into the sky. So we can simply ask, Mother, please, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the heat from my right side. So we're simply surrendering all the heat. The right side, which gets usually overheated, into the ether. Mother, please remove all my extreme planning for the future or worries for the future. Let me give this up a little bit so I can stay in the present. And now we'll put both our hands down towards Mother Earth. So both our hands will direct towards the ground. And let's bring our attention to the first chakra at the bottom of the spine. And here we'll simply ask again, Mother Earth. Earth is the element of this first chakra. Mother Earth, please absorb all the problems of my first chakra. Please make it strong so I can have this balance in life that comes from the first chakra. Mother Earth, please awaken this power of innocence in me. This power that makes me fearless and joyful and spontaneous, just like a small child, knowing that Mother is looking after the child. So now let's bring our hands back on the lap. We'll remain in footsoak and let's open our eyes and put our left hand on the Swadhisthana Chakra. So on the second chakra, we'll put our left hand because this, as I said, is the beginning. The second chakra is the beginning of the right side, and the left hand will give us the kind of vibrations we need to balance this second chakra. And now we'll listen to the first excerpt of the talk where Shri Mataji talks about the problems, how we hurt, mostly how we hurt our chakra when we keep thinking, when we are constantly busy thinking. So keep your attention on top of the head, on your hands also, and keep giving your vibrations to the second chakra.
I mean, this is something I cannot understand, that everything has become a business in the name of God. And people have become so much tuned with that idea, so much one with that idea that you have to pay, that they cannot understand somebody who cannot, he says you cannot pay for God, for your living process. They cannot understand. They don't want to accept such a person. So here there are these centers within. Now simple question is, why people get sick? Because when these centers go into trouble, into imbalances, people get sick. I'll just talk to you about one center. Would be better about if I tell you about one center called Swadhisthana. That's the center which comes out of the Nabhi Chakra, or the navel center, and is responsible for giving us energy when we think, looking after our liver, our pancreas, our spleen, our kidneys, and part of intestine. When we think too much, we use the grey cells of our brain. When we are futuristic, we think too much. What replaces these grey cells is this center, which transforms the fat into the grey cells and looks after us. So what happens when you think too much? What happens to you? Is that your too much thinking takes away most of the energy of this center, which has to look after your liver. So your liver suffers. When your liver suffers, you get a very overactive liver, which starts losing its grip. In the way, the function of the liver is to eliminate the heat of the body, which is the poison for us. So this heat of the body is to be released in the bloodstream, but because the liver fails, the heat starts moving upward and downward. This is the reason why a disease like asthma is caused, due to the heat, because the lungs, which are sponge-like, they become smaller and smaller with the heat. Now, one of the doctors who has got MD in India has done it also on asthma. One of the subjects he has handled is asthma, so asthma is curable. In Sahaja Yoga it is curable, because you stop this heat rising. When this heat moves towards the heart, then it also affects the heart, and people get massive heart attacks due to this. So there are two types of heart attacks. One comes from the overactivity and one comes from inactivity, where people get heart attacks like angina. But the overactivity one is the one that is caused by the heat of the liver in the body. A person starts thinning down, he doesn't feel like eating any food, and also sometimes he gets migraine. Early in the morning when he gets up, he feels giddy, he feels like vomiting, he cannot stand traveling. All these things are due to this liver, which is being neglected by this center, Swadhisthana. Then the another work of this center is to look after the pancreas, which is responsible for dissolving your sugar for the use of the body. But because that is neglected, you get diabetes. Now in India, in the village, if you go, they take sugar where you have to put the spoon at right angles. Otherwise they say it's no tea, it's no tea. So much sugar they take, they never get any disease. There's no diabetes, nothing of the kind, because they work the whole day, sleep in the night, early in the morning again they go for work. This is for the people who are sedentary and people who think too much. You get diabetes, especially the planners. Most of the politicians get it, most of the politicians and bureaucrats. They get this disease, diabetes. Then the worst thing is the spleen. Now spleen is the speedometer within us. As you know, there's a biorhythm. You see, there's a rhythm. And this spleen keeps the rhythm with the natural rhythm. But we are the way we are made in these modern times. We lead a very hectic life. In the morning we get up. Now the function of the spleen is to produce red blood corpuscles when there is an emergency. So when we get up in the morning, first we read the newspaper. That's the greatest shocking thing. And they will always put shocking things. They'll never put good things there, will they? Because they think there should be sensation for people. Because we have become so dull now that we need real sensations to wake up in the morning time. So then, what happens is that morning shock of the newspaper followed by another shock that we have to go now, hurry up, we are late now, do this, do that, hurry up. And then we get into the car without the breakfast, take the breakfast in your hand and eating like that, and the poor spleen is working out, then you come across a big jam, finished. Then you start cursing the jam and the boss and everyone. By the time you reach the office, the boss is shouting at you. So the whole rhythm of life is so funny. Then the whole day, today she told me there are some stores open till 9 o'clock. I mean, they must be dead by 9. There's no siesta at all. In the biorhythm, you must have a siesta. So in the morning they start at 9, end up at 9. What else? You'll have blood pressure, you'll have everything. But the worst of all, with this kind of a thing, what you develop is the blood cancer. You are vulnerable then to the blood cancer if you are a hectic person. Now, of course, I must say Sahaja Yoga has cured many blood cancer patients. We have authentically proved it. But unless and until you are realized, unless and until you get your energy passing through that and nourishing that center, you cannot get that balance that we need. Then another problem is with this heat, you get constipated. Constipation creates all kinds of problems. And such a person also can have the effect on the kidneys, and so the kidneys coagulate just like the heart, just like the lungs, and they get kidney trouble. That is also curable. You don't have to go for dialysis. The other day I was watching one film about dialysis. I said, oh God, if this lady had come to Sahaja Yoga, she would not have died. It can all be cured. It can be done. But for that, first of all, you must get your realization. You must know yourself what our vibrations are, how to use them, and you all can become expert doctors without even going to the medical colleges. This is only about one center I have told you. On your fingertips, as you see, you can feel all the centers. And if you know how to cure, then you can cure yourself and cure others also. This is only on the physical level. But also for all psychosomatic diseases, where the psyche plays the part, Sahaja Yoga is the one, because it doesn't deal with left side, right side, it deals with the whole body, with all the chakras. So you start feeling the balance, and also so many mad people have been cured with Sahaja Yoga. Because that is also nothing. It's too much movement to the left. Now these gurus also ruin you completely because they put spirits on you. And
So we can close our eyes now, if we meditated with our eyes closed before. And let's for a short while continue with the foot soak. And still, as our left hand is on the second chakra, we can ask Mother Kundalini, please purify my second chakra. Please come into my second chakra. Please give the energy to this second center and take away my thoughts and remove all my doubts. Please bring me in this state without thoughts. Let me feel the true inner peace. So we'll bring now both our hands on the lap. Let's take the right hand and just lift with the right hand our Kundalini up to the top of the head. So from the first chakra to the last, in front of ourselves, as if we would want to scoop our Kundalini and just bring it up to the top of the head. The right hand, let's do this motion a few times. Now there's one more chakra I feel that we should put our attention on. That's the left Nabi chakra, so the third chakra on the left abdomen. We'll put our right hand on that chakra and we can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all the problems of my left Nabi. Remove all the feelings of dissatisfaction, all the unrest that's in me. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I truly am peaceful, satisfied, and generous. Mother Kundalini, I truly am peaceful, satisfied, and generous. Now, with the right hand, we'll press on top of the head on the seventh chakra. Can massage a little bit. And we can ask, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. Please strengthen it. can now try and see how the vibrations are, how this breeze of Kundalini can be felt on top of the head. We'll bring to the lap the right hand, and let's also try with the left hand. Just keep your hand for a little while wherever you feel this breeze the strongest. Now we bring our hands back. But let's keep our attention above the head, where we felt the breeze. And if we didn't, let's keep it on top of the head, where we pressed with the hand on the seventh chakra. And let's stay just for a few moments without thoughts. If thoughts appear, simply tell them not now. Catch them with your attention. Now we'll slowly open our eyes and we can rinse our feet. So rinse your feet and then put this bucket with footsoak water somewhere at the side. We can also tie in or block in with 7 circular movements on top of our footsoak all the problems that went now into the water, and then just put this footsoak bowl to the side, and we'll continue now our meditation with the second talk, the excerpt of the talk of Mataji. This is a video where she talks about the qualities of the central Swadhisthana Chakra, so the creative qualities in people that can manifest thanks to this second chakra. So again, keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands when you follow this video.
With love, all kinds of creative action takes place. You see how Raulbai has love for me. And in this place, you all also got new ideas of creating a beautiful thing. And as love will increase, your creativity will develop. So the basis of all creativity of Saraswati is love. If there is no love, there is no creativity. It's even in the deeper sense. If you see, people who have created all the scientific things are also out of love for the masses, not for themselves. Nobody has produced anything for themselves. If they make something for themselves, It has to become for universal use, otherwise it has no meaning. Even if you say atom bomb and all these things are created from science, they are also very protective. If they had not created those, people would not have taken out their minds from war. Now nobody can think of having a big war. Of course they are having cold wars, but that also will gradually stop when they will be fed up of it. So all the activity on the right hand side of Saraswati basically has to end up in love, starts with love and ends up in love. Whichever does not end up in love coils up and finishes up. It just disappears. So you can see that even matter which is not used for love just finishes up. The basis has to be love. Otherwise, all such matter that we create, which has angularity, which is not fitting into the mass media, which is not appealing to the masses, of course, it takes time. We have seen that it takes time. But it has that tendency always disappear in the thin air as soon as you find it does not appeal to the masses. Now this love that we talk of, this great love of God we talk of, we know that it for definite through vibrations. People do not have vibrations, but still they can feel the vibrations in a very unconscious way. All the great paintings of the world have vibrations. All the great creative works of the world have vibrations. Only those who have vibrations have been sustained by time. Otherwise, all other things are destroyed. There must have been monuments and horrible statues and horrible things that have been created long time back, but were all destroyed by nature, and they could not stand the impact of the Kala, that is the destructive power of time. So all that is sustaining, all that is nurturing, all that is ennobling comes from this sense of love which is within us, very much developed, but within others also who are not yet realized. Ultimately the whole world has to realize that one has to go to that ultimate love of God, otherwise it has no meaning. Now you have seen in art, people have taken to other methods of appealing to people by using cheap things and very vulgar things, just to make people think that this is art. But this will all disappear. It cannot sustain the impact of the time, as I told you. It cannot, because the time will kill it. All these things have to disappear. And already you can see the result, how things are changing everywhere, even in the West. So there is no need to be so much disappointed with the West and to say that the Western world is a wasteland. It is going to be all right, and it has to be done. Especially it has done a lot of puja of Saraswati, I should say, in the West. Much more that they have done in India, because they have gone to learning, they have tried to find out so many things. But only thing they forgot that it is a goddess of learning. Everything comes from the goddess. That's what they forgot. And that's why all the problems have been created. If there is no spirit in your learning, if there is no source of the goddess in your learning, then it is absolutely useless. If they had realized that there is the spirit that is working it out, they would not have gone that far. And that's what I was warning the Indians all through, that you are now taking to industrial revolution in a way. And to avoid all the complications of industrial revolution, you must try to know the spirit. If you do not know the spirit, you will have the same problems as these people had, because they are also human beings, you are also human beings. You will go the same way, at random you will run, and there will be problems, the same problems as the Western people have suffered.
So now we can again bring our left hand to the second chakra and just ask Mother Kundalini, please establish this power of pure creativity in me. Make me dynamic and creative. So whatever I do in life, I will be able to create something beautiful. 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 I will be able to create I can be inspired and find solutions that have vibrations, that can carry this kind of love. Now we'll change hands and bring the right hand to the heart chakra, to the central heart chakra. We can take a deep breath in, fill the lungs with air, and then exhale after some time. Air is the element of the heart chakra. Can do this again. Take a deep breath in, fill the lungs with air, and we can ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart. Please remove all fear and all anxiety that's in me. And please purify my heart. So this pure love and compassion can be truly established here. Mother Kundalini, please fill my heart with pure love and compassion. Now we'll bring the hand also to the left heart, to the more where our physical heart is. And as you probably know, here resides the spirit in us. So we can again say, I'm not just this body, this mind, the ego, conditioning, so the thoughts that I produce, but I am the spirit. That's the awareness that it's pure joy and compassion and love. I am the spirit. Now we'll bring hand to the chakra above the left heart, so the left Vishuddhi. This one also tends to cut the joy of the spirit because we feel guilty or unworthy. So to purify this chakra, we can say a few times, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am truly not guilty. I am not guilty. If I've done something wrong, we can face that. We can change, but not feel guilty. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I no longer feel guilty for anything. I'm not guilty, and I do not condemn myself. Now we'll bring also our hand to the forehead. A big blockage can be also in our head, on the path of our Kundalini, if we are unable to let go of things, to forgive. So here we simply say, I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone else. May all this weight of thoughts and all this negativity that can be moving in my head with my thoughts, please, Mother Kundalini, please just take all that away. I forgive, I let go. Mother, by your grace, I forgive. Now we'll stretch our palm again. Let's press again on top of the head. Massage clockwise, firmly, so the scalp's moving slowly. And we'll say, we can ask Mother Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. Please establish my attention on my Kundalini and on top of Sahasrara, on the seventh chakra. So that I can feel this connection with the all-pervading power of this divine love. Now let's bring to the top our hand above the seventh chakra. Again, hopefully now we can feel the breeze even more strongly. Let's establish the attention here. We can bring then both our hands back on the lap. Our attention is on top of the head and on the hands. If thoughts start appearing, let's just not engage with them, but try to keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands. And we can ask Mother Kundalini, please bring me in this deep meditative state. Let me feel my Kundalini, my vibrations, and let me experience, even for a short time, the state of meditation. So let's try and stay with this attention on top of the head.
ज्ञानदायिनी श्रीमाताजी ज्ञानदायिनी श्रीमाताजी ज्ञानदायिनी श्रीमाताजी ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी मात सरस्वती ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी मात सरस्वती ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी मात सरस्वती ज्ञानदायिनी श्रीमाताजी पम गम पद पम गम पम गरे सा गरे गम गम पम गरे सा निरे गरे गम पद पम गम पम गरे गरे सा ज्ञानदायिनी श्रीमाताजी निर्मलविद्या कावरतो मा निर्मलविद्या कावरतो मा निर्मलविद्या तोमा निर्मल विद्या कावर तोमा चित्त सदा चरणों में रखना चित्त सदा चरणों में रखना चित्त सदा चरणों में रखना ज्ञानदायिनी श्री माता जी ज्ञानदायिनी श्री माता जी ज्ञानदायिनी 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 श्री माता जी त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री ब्रह्मदेव सरस्वती साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः
Now, whoever wishes to continue with meditation and silence, you can simply sign off and leave this meditation room and continue in your own home. The rest of us, we've reached to the end of our time together, and we'll finish today's meditation by again raising our Kundalini and bringing ourselves into Bandhan. So we do the same exercise. We first time bring our hands above, and then we do a knot, cover ourselves. Then we do this again. Second time, we do 2 knots. And then the third time, when we do 3 knots. This is how we tie our Kundalini, so it can stay above Sahasrara, piercing through all the chakras. And then we do the bandhan. We make the bandhan from the left hip to the right and back. And each time we bring attention to our chakra. So 7 bandhans for 7 chakras. Now we'll again bring together our hands, if we feel like, of course, from our heart. We can bow and thank our Kundalini for her love and nourishment and all the work of clearing. And we can also thank Shri Mataji for her great gift to humanity and love, that she brought so much knowledge about spirituality to us, and we can now experience that and use to better our lives and everyone's lives that's interested in. But so this is it for today. If you're in a nice thoughtless state, that's great. But if you would like to have some questions, I'm here. Rahul's also here. Hi, Mati.
Thank you, Nika. Goodbye, nostalgia. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. God bless everyone. We should make a such a movie called Goodbye, Nostalgia.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah. So, Lydia, did you experience something today?
Yes. So I felt it in my hands and
Okay.
on my top of my head, but also I'm not sure whether it's typical or unusual, but I had like shivers all over my legs and my body,
Uh-huh. It's
like
like,
it just felt like yeah, like strange shivers.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't really describe it.
During when we were foot soaking or later?
I can't remember, to be honest, but I
Uh-huh.
just remember the sensation that was there. And
It-
and later on, I had like a hit in my head, like in the
uh-huh.
upper. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you mean by shivers, but when, like in the legs, when we do foot soak, actually the way the energy travels through us is all the bad stuff leaves us and goes through our feet into the water or into the ground if we meditate
Mm.
with Mother Earth. And so it can be something, like this energy when it's establishing, we can feel some things like that. Heat is very common to feel at certain areas. Heat, it's usually where there is some kind of clearing happening. Yeah, so you will understand more about it because also every part of our body is connected to a certain chakra. So, we can feel it. We can feel this energy on the hands, on top of the head, but we can also feel it within ourselves and also on certain parts of our body. So yeah, this is pretty normal, and especially when there is some clearing involved at the beginning, it's this heat can be released. It's yeah.
Yeah.
N-
But when I say shivers, it just feels like a
Huh.
breeze all over my body, and it's like maybe like goosebumps, like a breeze.
Yeah,
Like it's like a
that
little, yeah,
that's not
like
unusual. Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
This is yeah, like goosebumps. Like yeah, this is sometimes you can feel this kind of energy also rising, and it can be connected to. But was it pleasant or unpleasant?
And no, pleasant, pleasant.
Pleasant, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, because usually this is how it is. You feel very pleasant, kind of. Also with Kundalini rising, when there's strong vibrations, you can feel this kind of
Mhm.
breezy, yeah, I guess, yeah. It's hard
Mhm.
to describe these things, but kind of you would say goosebumps, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
very strange, but yes, I guess this is progress, right?
Oh, yeah, and don't, as I said, it's not a straight line. It's not like next time you'll feel more. It can happen you'll feel less, but the next time you might feel a lot more. And then, it's like it works like this because of how we are, our surroundings is. Today, I mean, we were listening about how thoughts are very, like, to our system, very difficult, although our whole upbringing, the society we live in, it's all about planning and thinking, right? Like, so this, how to deal with ourselves, with our chakras, and then in this society also we learn, and it comes naturally in time. So give yourself some time and just see also later on. I sometimes would feel after meditation it's just as if some weight has been lifted, some worry is gone, something like that. This is also very typical. And you don't see it now because you're not dealing with this, but you may see it later, even tomorrow, it can still linger. So yeah, and if you can, we also have some collective meditations during the week. So this is also something worthwhile joining, because more often you manage to awaken your Kundalini, so not just once a week, better it is. It continues, being in this awakened state, and so you don't yo-yo too much.
I will try. I will set up my alarm, because sometimes I want to, and then I get distracted with work and I forget. Also, what I
Yeah.
wanted to add that I've forgotten, on the last session a week ago,
Mhm.
when I had this meditation, I was like, my eyes were tearing and I was crying. Not like, like, it was just like running down my face. And today it's just like a few tears, but yes, not like spasms, just like water coming out of my eyes.
It's, here what happens is that this emotional side and physical side and mental side and spiritual side, they all start kind of getting in balance, right? So that's why this happens when this emotional side starts awakening and balancing. It's very common for tears.
Yes,
Yeah, I've
yes,
seen it. It's like every other people almost. It's very, I mean,
Very
it's
nice.
maybe not every other person, but like often it happens. It has to do with this emotional side and the heart.
yes.
So yeah. Yeah.
But it felt good. It wasn't like, it
Yeah.
felt good.
Yeah, this is definitely the
Jai
heart.
Shri Mataji, Lydia, you can enjoy, most important is if you enjoy it. So, because joy is one of the most important parts, and what you experience is the rising and the purification of the Kundalini, and it has some tingling and some these sensations, and just go and enjoy it. This is it's my idea of it.
Yes, thank you. No, I was just sharing it just in case
Yeah, thank you.
you
Thank you
guys
very
had
much.
similar kind of feelings or experiences.
Yeah, no, you're well in the right track.
Standard
Yeah,
feelings, right?
sounds to me all great. Yeah, just continue and see for yourself how it works out. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That was very
You're
nice.
welcome.
Thank you. And see you next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, anyone else? Rahul, do you have some suggestions?
No, it was a very deep meditation, so I'm still enjoying it and hearing all
Yeah.
the suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm also checking if there is some message for me, but no question or anything.
Yeah, maybe Della, Yelena, Mira,
Yes, thank you
you
very
can.
much. It was very, very needed, beautiful, and helpful. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. A quick question. When I joined Zoom this morning, it was another group, right? And then I realized, like last week, I need to ask to be moved to this group, correct? Every time I should ask?
You
Or
can join directly to the breakout room when you join. So when you join the Zoom session, you are in the main room by default. And then, but there is an option to join breakout room, and then there you will see the side room. So you can do it by yourself.
Okay, so I will do it next time. I will try myself. Okay.
Yeah, and
yeah, try, but if
I
not,
also
right, ask. Yeah.
I asked this morning, Rahul, please move me to this.
now no, yeah, I'll also remember your name. So as soon as you join, I get the notification that you are in the main room, and I'll move you in the side room. So
Thank you very
We'll
much.
keep in mind. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Thanks to you, Nika, and as well to you, Rahul. The sessions for me have always just been just really amazing. Each time I think it can't get any better, it just gets like better and better. And I just feel in a state of meditation today and just really, really calm. And I didn't have that coming into the session. So thank you all so much.
Oh, that's great to hear. Yeah, keep doing better and better. Nice. And thanks for joining us. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
Just a quick note, if you are not part of the WhatsApp group, please join it. I have provided the link here in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Lydia, right? Especially.
Yes, I think, yeah, Lydia.
I am already in the group, I believe.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Yes, because I got the link from the group. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh,
Great.
perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll post the session recording in that WhatsApp group and then in the email also. So you will receive it in your WhatsApp and in your email account both.
Thank you. And also, I found very beneficial on the, I think, last message or the last before that you specify different time zones, because sometimes it just says 2:45 East, and I'm like, oh, okay, what time is it? Let's say in UK. Yeah, so it's very beneficial to have these different time zones.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you don't have it, I can check.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So I guess unless Mira has something. Otherwise, we can wrap up for today, right? Was really nice, everyone. Rahulji, thank you so much for your flawless support, technical part. Yeah.
Thank you to you. I
Thank you.
always enjoy your sessions. So wonderful.
Thanks. All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks very much. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
you.
Have a great week.
Thank you. You too. Bye.